I'm not saying if that's what you want.
You came to the mall and you said you was gonna take me shopping.
You came to the mall saying you want to go shopping. I brought you here. I didn't come here to spend the money. I thought you were spending your own money.
Are you kidding me right now?
No, I'm not kidding you. I'm thinking you really was coming here to spend your own money. You ain't gonna spend $4,000.
I'm gonna spend $4,000, but you literally told me let's go to the mall. I'm gonna take you shopping. No, I'm not. No, because that's crazy. You're making me look crazy right now.
I'm not making you look crazy.
Yes, you are. You're making me look crazy with this man right now. When a man take me to the mall, they take me shopping. They buy me the stuff. So I don't know what you're talking about. So that's what I was thinking the whole time.
Well, if that's what if that's what a man do, I'm a little boy.
No, literally you are, and you're very immature because you literally took me over here to the mall. Yeah, 39.24 cents.
39.24.
Well, if y'all can't hear, basically they had a register at the mall, and basically I guess they done their shopping, and now they have gotten a total, and Beloved just repeats the total, and he starts saying to Shorty like, "Yo, you said you want to go to the mall to go shopping." I said, "I take you to the mall to go shopping and whatnot." I didn't know that you wanted me to take you shopping. I thought you wanted to ride. What did I just say about communication? You got to work on your communication, beloved. You wasn't clear on that. All right, you supposed to say, I want you to take me to the mall, comma, to take me shopping. You got to include your commas. I know your whole life you've been wondering what that comma was for. Now you know what it's for, beloved. Okay, let's keep watching. There's a part 2.
For me, so I could pay for my own shit. I could have paid for myself.
What I mean, you asked me to take you to the mall, so I'm thinking I'm doing you a favor. You really ungrateful. You're really ungrateful and inconsiderate because I stopped what I was doing today to come take you. I drove you up here. My license.
He drove there.
My license suspended, and I drove you.
Yes,
up here.
his license suspended.
No, I'm not.
Okay,
no,
go ahead. You're right, sir. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that to you, sir. It's just that. Not me. I'm not the one going for it. I'm not.
So obviously it's a skit. It's not real. The rhythm of conversation, it's good acting though. The rhythm of conversation is too clean. The camera happens to be on from the beginning of the interaction. You know what I'm saying? The timing of the camera. And I'm trying to figure out, man, a lot of these videos that we know are fake, right? What are the purpose of these videos? And I realize the purpose of these videos at this point is to prompt a conversation and to get y'all to react. And almost listen, some of the women are catching on to not being, because it's like a trap. It's really a trap for the women. It's a trap for the women to prove why the Alpha Male podcast exists. All right, let's go ahead and go to the comment section so we can see why the Alpha Male podcast is any podcast where men are saying things that sound good to men in terms of what men should prioritize in themselves. You understand? That's the Alpha Male podcast. That's not a stupid ass shaming tactic. They keep men from speaking their mind. Because again, if I can discourage you from fighting, there can be no war. You understand? But let's go ahead and read some of these drawings. All right, we got a soldier right here. I get where bro's coming from 1,000%. But if he told Shorty he was gonna take her shopping, then I get where she coming from. Always two sides to the story. Then there's the truth. Okay. Somebody write, my daughters will always have money in their pockets, never depend on no man. So I said, sir, that wasn't the point. My comment for everything. Don't let this shit get to your head. Okay. Oh yeah, he got mad at me. I said, I don't think that was the point. The point. Shopping for things you don't need have nothing to do with empowerment or a healthy relationship. It's obviously a skit, but no one should make assumptions about how others spend their money that they work hard for. This nigga says, skit or not, my comment is for everything across the board. Don't let the IG shit get to your head. That made no sense, my nigga. You're cooked, whatever. Don't argue, just pay for your stuff and never talk to him again. Yeah, don't argue, pay for your stuff and never talk to him again. Another one writes, shout out to the Brittany. I would pay, leave him standing there, and never in life speak to him again. Bozo. Another one says, she said I could pay for this myself. And they're proceeded to not pay. Most of these women be capping and can't pay for it themselves. They only use men to pay for 100%. Then try to make it about being a man. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. You know what? I'm gonna come back to that. Rule number 1: always have your own money. What was people saying here? You're not really talking about nothing. She said, another girl says he could have stayed home if he wasn't going to pay for his shit. Why did he even come? You know what? Let's keep it right there. Oh no, we'll read one last one. How you shopping with someone else's money? First of all right. I think these some great comments right here. Let's go ahead and comment, and it's going to factor into what we got going on now. So again, the thing about lying to yourself is called lying to yourself for a reason. And it's dangerous to lie to yourself for a reason. Because if I keep lying to myself, right, eventually I'll believe the lie. You know what I saw earlier? I saw videos that I forgot that I posted on my Facebook of me rapping, right? If you ever lost a few pounds, you know you lost a significant amount of weight when you see a video, a picture of yourself, and you don't really recognize yourself, or that person that you see in the picture looks drastically different from what you see in the mirror every single day. And don't get me wrong, a nigga was still clean. I was still very handsome and whatnot, but I was like, God damn, like I could see my jowls and how big my face was and all that shit, and how much smaller my eyes look, because when my face was fatter, my eyes used to look a lot smaller. You know what I mean? So when I had seen that and everything, it makes you question, yo, how did I let myself get that big? Like, why was I so big? And I mean, and at the time I didn't get it, but now I get it. It's because I was still telling myself that I wasn't that fat. I was still because again, I got used to how I looked. Okay, the thing about that's why the worst thing men can have is boobs and love handles. You can have a little gut. When we get the boobs and the love handles and stuff like that, that means that you are overflowing with fat. You are overwhelmingly fat. Okay. And I bring that up because I never told myself you need to lose 100 pounds. I couldn't even tell you the number I needed to be to look normal. But in 2021, shout out to brother Kevin Samuels. He talked over and over again about what the average weight was for men in this country and supposed to be for women in this country. The average weight for the male is 168 pounds. Y'all don't like hearing that because black folks think that we are the entire country. We're not the entire country. There's a whole spectrum here. But when I thought about the guys I seen because eventually I realized that he's not skinny. Nigga, you big. You understand? He ain't skinny. You're big. And I thought more about it. I thought about how much I weighed. I thought about, man, at first it started with, Kassan, if you lost 10 pounds, would you look better? I'm like, probably. If you lost 20, would you look better? Would things be better in your life? I was like, well, yeah, I would like to lose 20 pounds. At that point, I was over 200 pounds, right? And then I was like, you know what? How much better would I look if I'm not at the time being in the 250s? I was so far from that, like that was like a fantasy. All right, and I gained a little bit of weight since then. Well, since the beginning of the year and whatnot, I was 255 at the beginning of the year, but I will get back down to that and back on my weight loss to get into, because my goal is to get into the 230s. My final form is somewhere in the 230s. You know what I'm saying? If I can maintain somewhere between like 240 and 250, really the 240s. I need to be in the 240s. You know what I'm saying? To look somewhat normal. Even then, I probably still need to really be, if I'm being honest with you, like to look completely normal, I would have to be like 210, between 210 and 225. That's how much I would have to wait for me to look normal. So, I mean, I think I look pretty good now. But the whole point being is lying to yourself. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let me go ahead and squeeze another video about lying to yourself in here too. But before I play this video of this queen right here, the thing about lying to yourself is that you begin to believe the lie, and a lot of women have begun to believe the lie of you deserve it, girl. No, go do that because you deserve it. All the movies you watched growing up was about a woman deciding what she deserved, right? And don't get me wrong, if you're talking about trying to be happy in terms of feeling good and stuff like that, but being happy shouldn't come at the expense of other people. If your happiness hurts other people, then maybe it's time to reflect and say, hold on now. What's going on here now? We got to reassess, right? So what we have going on here is the best way I've heard it put is women don't see themselves as broke. They just think that they're dating the wrong man. And that has to be dissected. And matter of fact, we see it all in the comment section. All right. You see a few women wrote, if I was me, I would have just paid for my stuff and left. Ma'am, the bill was $4,000. Now, this is not real, but mostly because I felt like I know they wasn't saying $39.80 as in like $39, nothing like that. I believe it was $4,000. It looks like a very nice store and the kind of store that you can spend $4,000 in. Almost 100% of women don't have $4,000 to spend on a random shopping. First of all, on shopping for stuff you don't need. Okay? What you see in the comment section, somebody wrote, why did he come if he wasn't going to pay? Or I would pay for myself and never talk to him again. Again, these are all tactics to trigger the I don't want to be a broke nigga in your eyes, or I don't want you to think badly of me. Shit. I'm sorry, no. What I'm trying to get to is black men in particular hate to be called broke. I heard the Game Changer 00 something. It's a channel called, I don't see his face. The channel called Game Changer 00 something. But basically, he talked about that and he made an interesting point about black men always feeling as though they need to prove something. Now, of course, modern women from every group kind of do this same thing of, like, for the most part, trying to defend or propose the idea of you're not a man unless you're not a good man unless. Let me tell you something. Men have to maintain. Women can't tell you what a good man is. Women can only tell you what a good man is based off of what her daddy say, what her uncle say, or what her brother say, but what other men say. It has to be based off of that. That's the same as listening to a child tell you what a good parent is. This other day, my homeboy was talking about he don't got no support. I'm like, yo, none of us grew up telling our father how good of a father he was. Telling children almost never tell their father how good of a father their father is. You know what I'm saying? And they may not even realize their dad is a good dad if their dad don't point it out, and if their mother don't make it a point to celebrate their father and thank their father and be happy for their father and be happy that their father is their father. One of the best things you can have, the greatest thing you can have in your life is a good father, because you'll survive. You won't be able to, because no one can survive without men. Other men can barely survive without a group of men. You understand? If everything's shut down right now, nigga, I ain't gonna hold you. I need a little help. Big as I am, I need some help. I'm looking for the men. You understand? Let's group up. Let's team up, my nigga. But getting back to the lie, right?